Well, good morning. Just think about 10 years ago at 8:46 in the morning on Eastern Daylight Time. The first plane crashed into the first of two twin towers. And from there we know the tragedy that fell. When you think about the fact that on those days, people ran into buildings to save total strangers. Police, fire, civil servants, private citizens, doing anything they could to minimize the loss. And the coping that all of us have had over the last 10 years is more harshly felt, obviously, by the families of those who were lost. So the awesome scene in front of you with the hundreds of flags and that symbol of America being flown high from the crane is so reminiscent of what our country experienced. But I think what's more is what we do. Year after year on September 11th, we must never forget, and yet we must always remember the importance of helping somebody else, particularly a family member, a colleague, but very especially those we don't know. If there's anything that we can do in our community to make our community stronger, it's by paying attention to somebody else, to making sure that their lives might be just a little easier. The smallest touch of human kindness, the fact that when we're frustrated, we recognize somebody else might be frustrated too, and we look to understand that. You know, the city of Chula Vista is very fortunate. The public servants we have in City Manager Jim Sandoval, Police Chief Bejarano, Fire Chief Dave Hanneman are symbolic of the kind of people who work with this city, for this city, and because of all of you caring so deeply about Chula Vista is going to become stronger. You know, knowing that there are happy days in which we celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, there are also the sad days in which we commemorate an event of the survivors and those who were lost on September 11. I encourage you as we look forward to our city's centennial, this year, the centennial year, the celebrations that will go on, to recognize that we are stronger as a community when we're kinder to one another and when we care about one another. So whoever your God might be, I just ask that you think just a little bit further today and all days. God help us understand, God help us never forget, and God bless us all. Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce Councilmember Steve Castaneda.